And then when it comes to having a deeper relationship, people don't know how to do that these days. Being my authentic self, it is a challenge for people sometimes. And I understand that not everybody's gonna like me. And I knew that that was gonna be the cost of me being myself, that not everybody was gonna like me. Honey, it's just hell out here for us single people, lesbian and I, because the dating pool is atrocious and filled with fungus. Hey y'all, welcome back. It's me again, Faye. Today I wanted to talk about my experience dating as a fat black lesbian. As you know, all of those three descriptors are marginalized identities. And as a person who possesses those identities, I find dating at 25 years old with an education to be very interesting, right? And so today I'm gonna be busting, I guess, some myths as well that I had about dating. And this video is kind of gonna be like to my 12-year-old self that, didn't necessarily understand what being a lesbian meant. And now at 25 is starting to understand it more. So briefly about me, I came out at 19 officially. I had, little playthings, little girlfriends when I was younger, starting like the fourth grade, and then in middle school, and then in high school. And then I had a relationship when I was 20. That was only like 6 months. And then I had one at 23 that lasted a year. So now that I'm back in these dating streets, I just feel like one, it's so underwhelming. Like I thought when I came out at 19, like, oh my God, like I finally did it. Like I'm out. It's time to, find the girls and, do my thing. And it's been hard, harder than I expected. I thought being, clearly a beautiful woman, with the education, I got my own car, my own place, but people are afraid of that. And I thought that was the whole package, but no, people are afraid of that. Especially people that don't feel like they're on the same like page. And I feel like coming into this chapter in my life and wanting to have a serious relationship, I think realize it like being out in the dating world kind of helped me understand more about myself and what I bring to the table and why dating can be hard when you're in this place in life. Now, to me, this felt like nothing. Like it felt like, oh baby, you have to do that. You have to have your own place by 25. Not even by then. Like, well, kind of how I got into my own place was kind of like on like I had to. So like, it's different when you have support in other ways, but like I had to. So that's a little bit different. But I always felt like being independent was something that I had to do. Um, and having an education was something I had to do regardless. And like that, and I want to say that's the first thing. Like I thought having an education, like women, is specifically women, because I know men can be intimidated by women with an education, but I thought women would be more open to a woman having an education and being with that woman. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like me being my authentic self, it is a challenge for people sometimes. And I understand that not everybody's going to like me. And I knew that that was going to be the cost of me being myself, that not everybody was going to like me. But going into the dating sphere, it's like, I don't even be one to like share that, I'm about to graduate with a master's because people immediately get intimidated just with the bachelor's degree. And I'm just like, what? Like, if you got a high school diploma, you got a job, you read books sometimes, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I just think people would be that insecure about education. So that was my first like um illusion dissolved moment. I thought women were going to uh were going to be open to me having an education more than a man would or anybody else. That was my bias. And so the second thing I would say was like the biggest thing for me, just security in their lesbian identity in general. Like I feel like I said, I came out at 19. So I've had, 6 years to like process what it means to only like women, and how that feels. Because I feel like once I came out, I was like, oh, I'm ready for my romance. I'm ready for my notebook version of just two girls. Like, I'm so ready for that, All I saw was, heteronormative love on TV growing up. And, it's funny thinking back when I was a little kid and not necessarily understanding what was going on, but like how I would go like watch movies like Money. It's like it's a hood flick called Money. And the girl is a lesbian. and I just loved it. And I didn't understand why. So like I would watch it in private so I can really enjoy the moment. So like thinking back on things like that, small things like that, or Boys Don't Cry, that movie, loved it. And I feel like people not really understanding it as a child and not having a space to, you know, be vulnerable in that exploration and to even feel comfortable to explore. Like it's definitely impacted the women that I've encountered in the dating space, whether I even talk to them or not, because like you can see it all over the dating profile. And I think that part of the issue is dating online. I feel like that is a problem as well, just because it's so superficial and people get to portray whatever they want to portray when it's online. And then when it comes to having a deeper relationship, people don't know how to do that these days. I feel like it's very you got to get through the facade first before you actually meet who they are. And that's really interesting. So it's just, girl, I've been collecting data like a little scientist would on this experience. And don't get me wrong, I've taken myself and my own, what I bring to the table, as far as not even just materials, but just as far as personality, like what I bring to the table, I've taken that into consideration, and how that can impact my relationships. So, honey, it's just hell out here for single people, lesbian or not, because the dating pool is atrocious and filled with fungus. And I just it just wasn't what I expected. So it's definitely some disillusionment. And now that I'm in a place where I feel more confident and I'm not dating to fill a void, it's kind of really, really annoying to keep running into people who can't process that or don't want that for themselves. Like it's just so annoying. And love is patient and love is kind. I know that. And that's why I'm being more patient with myself so I can be more patient with others. But yeah, some gotta give. Cause the dating pool is trash. The the people I feel like are even more insecure than how I probably wasn't back in the day. I mean, everybody got their insecurities, don't get me wrong, I have my own. But I mean like insecure to the point where nobody can even get to know you. Because like I said, you have to get through a facade before you get to the person. Being your authentic self is not an easy task. And I feel like running into people who are not their authentic selves is just, it could be very jarring and very like, oof. And, I'm quick to internalize something and be like, oh, well, maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's something I did wrong. But no, people just, not everybody gonna know how to handle you. Not everybody gonna know how to, you know, accept you for who you are. Like it's you that's why you got to find your tribe and find your people. So my advice to myself and to anyone young still trying to figure out this thing is like, honey, take it day by day. You honestly probably won't ever have the right answer. You just got to keep trying and keep putting yourself out there and keep moving forward because that's all you can do. And for myself, I think that I'm going to take this journey that I've had dating currently and just close that chapter for a little bit because I got some horror stories. If anything, I should have made a video about horror stories, but I don't like to be negative. I wanted this to kind of be uplifting but also eye-opening as to what these identities can add to your dating experience. And I feel like as far as fatness, I don't feel like I've seen any like, overt anti-fatness like towards myself, like, oh, you shouldn't be on here because you're too big. Like, no, I won't say that it hasn't been an insecurity of mine as far as finding someone like that loves me and loves my body because of all the stigma. But I've definitely run into women who definitely like my body the way it is. And if anything, I've taken that from this experience and it's helped me love myself more. So yeah, and being black, I feel like that is a big, big part of the not issue, because no anti-blackness around here, but of the nuance to the dating scene. Black lesbians, black masculine presented lesbians, oh my God, that is a whole it's a whole conundrum, okay? I'm attracted to mass presenting women, so that is a whole thing in itself, and maybe other lesbians could get in the chat and talk about it. I mean, not just insecurities about being a woman, but insecurities about not being man enough. Like, girl, what? And it's crazy because womanhood Anybody can take a part of it. Biological males can take a part of womanhood, and so manhood is also up for grabs. And so masked lesbians kind of toe that line, or at least try to, or the ones that are like very insecure try to toe that line. But like it's mainly about just being yourself, not trying to make sure you fit into this dichotomy or category. So I just haven't found that woman yet that is on that time. I hope I do, but yeah, girl, it's hard out here. So yeah, give me y'all stories, y'all opinions, y'all thoughts, y'all views in the comments. And what has been your experience? Are you a single black fat lesbian? Give me a follow, girl. Let's create a community here. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.